Overrated, I think Tasty Dips is one of the.
Put this on. You can't say it when I'm sitting beside you.
Just because she has hot tea, I'll say that no, she does not.
So many pieces all back together now. What's your vision?
Hey, what's good everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Merlin Talk Show. So this time the Merlin Talk Show format is little different. It will be in style of vlogging interview. Today me and my friend Salman are hosting a food session at Roast, the Caffeine Capital. Today for the talk show we have three best food bloggers from Hyderabad. Karthik Gandhi aka Gastro Hogger, Vasanti aka Tasty Drips, and also Yash aka the Gastrophile. Okay, so finally everyone is here. Karthik Gandhi, Gastro Hogger, we have Vasanti, we have Gastrophile. So you have all seen Gastro Hogger on the talk show earlier, so we won't deep dive into his life now because it's already there, you can watch that. So we'll ask some questions to Vasanti and Gastrophile. Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Hi.
how are you? You're late.
As usual.
So yes, from how many years you have been doing this?
so
Food blog.
I started as a food blogger. Blogger as in the website blogging, the conventional blogging.
Okay.
I started that about in 2013. So it's been like 7 years,
Wow.
7.5 years.
And you?
It's been 2 years.
2 years, 7.5 years. So you're the senior here.
7.5 years
pretty
blogger,
much.
2 years celebrity. It's good.
But I'm not a celebrity. See, these people are
That's what I told. 7.5 years of blogging, 2 years of celebrity.
critical acclaim here, but popular.
Popularly acclaimed here.
So why do these people call you like celebrity?
You need to
We
ask
don't
them.
call her Baba. She is. That's why we call her. She has a meme page, you know.
So she runs a meme page?
I don't know. There's a meme page on her.
On
That I
her?
know. Huh?
That's
There's a fan page also.
a fan page I can believe, but meme page?
I don't know if she is running that meme page, but all I know there is a meme page.
Oh wow.
There's a meme on me, so from then we started it.
Okay.
Who posted that?
They posted it.
So who reposted that?
I
So how
What
did
was
we
the-
come to know?
don't remember what it is.
I'll find
That
it
is
out.
why I call her celebrity. छोटा blogger है तो they'll remember what they were told.
How is the lockdown treating you?
There's no lockdown, right? Who said we are? There's no lockdown. I don't think people are still remembering. Corona is like our friend, right? Let it stay. It is going to stay our way. No, I'm personally not coming out much still. It's not because of Corona. It's more because of my wife impacted with Corona.
Okay.
She's like, if you go out, you'll bring something to us. It's more of that.
It's a good thing also to stay safe.
You can say that you are not facing the trouble, right? I am the one who is facing the trouble. No, I think that I just want to make sure that my foodie is not dying because of that.
Finally food has arrived. So first we have soup here. And now you'll see what happens when the food arrives, when all the food bloggers are.
I don't know.
How's the soup? I mean rasam.
Rasam is good. Could have been a little bit translucent for me, but nevertheless, I think the pepper got the.
Okay. And you?
So it's done more of the continental way. So it's like a play on Indian and Western flavors. For me, it was nice.
I'll show you the struggles of food bloggers. So their lighting was not good, so they have changed the place. What do you think, Salman? How is the work of food bloggers?
Very patient oriented.
Yeah. खाना ठंडा हो जाता नहीं होता वो कुछ नहीं बस they have to concentrate on their content basically. The best part about
Very
this
weird.
pizza is this
Because it's got its
buffalo
own
mozzarella cheese.
condensed milk, right? एक तो पक्का है.
क्या?
Salman is not coming with you next time. खाना खाना है बाहर जाओ.
I didn't think it would take like this much time to take.
That's what I said in a
It's
different
just
way.
because we are just 3 of us. Just imagine if it's
Just
5
imagine
or
if
6
Tasty had its own followers.
Yeah.
What was the longest time you had to wait for like before eating food?
It's generally almost in every session, right? I think the worst, I would say, couple of things. One was rendezvous obo, because the food itself came very late, and then we took photos, and by the time we had, I think it was like cold food. But I think like when you go for a session, right, it's a known fact that सब लोग delay करेगा ही.
How's peri peri?
Tell me, no, I'm going.
ఏదైనా చెప్పు తింటున్నావుగా జల్దీ
నా వైపు చూడలే అతను మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాడు అనుకోండి.
ఏం ఎవరున్నారు నేను వెళ్ళిపోతుంది చెప్పు
It had this peri peri chicken pieces with bell peppers and some cheese.
నేను చెప్పు
This is what it has.
How do you like it? It's too capsicum taste,
I like capsicum.
You like capsicum? I personally don't like capsicum.
I don't know, I kind of like that because it's kind of contrasting the peri peri.
Yes. Quick question. What are the 3 favorite restaurants?
I have like particular cuisines in mind. So for Middle Eastern and all of that, I would go to Azimo every time.
Okay.
For coffees and stuff, again, Roastery is one of my go-tos. And for biryani, which is very important, I like Cafe Bahar.
Cafe Bar. Quick question.
For me, it's design, Cozy Cafe, and Cafe Bahar for biryani.
Biryani.
All fancy places. ये बार तुमने बोला, ये बार तुमने बोला इसलिए इसने बोला नहीं तो याद ही नहीं रहेगा. For me, it's quite really tough, right? If I go by cuisine again, I have to choose it. Like for me, I think the place that impressed me on the first go was Levant.
Oh yeah.
I have to say Levant because it just threw me out of proportion for that. And for a guy who likes Italian food, I personally like Zaki. For biryani, I'll say Cafe Bahar also, but I've had like only couple of times. I would rather go to Meridian than because Meridian मैंने बहुत बार खा चुका हूँ. And more than their biryani, I think their मच्छी का सालन has been consistent.
And Salman, you?
Definitely not those Cafe.
His reaction is
Because of the
performed on the cheap.
all 3 were cheap అని కాదు. According to you,
Which is very nice.
that's it.
You're working hard.
How is it?
Which one do you
Curry leaf mayo is bomb.
How is this?
Any place can make me eat veg, then it should be really good.
Coffee roaster, which is very nice. Yeah, हमारा बहुत अच्छा है. आप लोग को like
I
it's
got
nice.
it different.
Yeah, because she's a celebrity, so she can see.
That is celebrity cafe roaster. That is normal.
This is normal person, but worth it. अच्छा है. Like, who are 3 favorite food bloggers of yours from Hyderabad, other than this food session people?
From that Instagram and all of that, I'll just move away from that. Just from a personal inspiration standpoint, I like Zubair, of course, because he was the one that I got influenced with from the very beginning. Pallab ka blogs I've read. It was, it goes in a flow. It's almost that I would want to be able to write like that. And thirdly, then I have Alex, who is a great photographer.
Your favorite 3 food bloggers from Hyderabad?
My favorite, I would say Zubair is there. And yeah, I like Kamal Bhai, Zaikebaz.
Okay.
His content is also good. And Srushti, Hyderabad food blog. Her content is good and
3. That's
enough.
yeah, 3.
So you
Oh,
just
top
can't stop
three.
me like when I'm talking. First, he's scaring me first.
Okay. So how do you handle your work life and also this food blog?
As this is work from home, I'm getting enough time to spend on these reviews as well. Before lockdown, it was very tough because my office runs for 10 hours.
Okay.
After office, I used to go for sessions or hang out with
The dinner time.
dinner time. I used to
Yeah.
manage.
Is that?
And my parents are also very supportive, so I never felt that pressure that I'm unable to manage. It was a cakewalk for me.
So how do you manage your schedule, like work and also blogging and everything?
it's difficult at times because my job is demanding usually. It starts by 9 a.m. in the morning and it goes until 8 or so. It's like decent 11, 12 hours. But at times when I do have to go out, step out, then I have to manage to have my backups, have that good relation in office, please handle things. All of that is there. But otherwise, things here, they go out of passion. So because you like something, you do it and it doesn't feel like work. So it's almost like that.
And if you know Karthik sir, he already had been to talk show before, so he's working and he's family person, and he also manages his passion. So in all your offices, does people know that you guys are food bloggers also?
Not in my
Not in yours. So they know. No. So you have this life secret.
It's not more of a self-secret.
Yeah.
I cautiously don't tell because it could go either way. So whoever knows about me knows about my food blogging. That's it. It's not like मैं खुल के जाके बोलता हूँ मैं food blogger हूँ, because I think it will look like I need that same kind of respect in my work environment, which you don't want to do. We can say kind of, it's not a secret, but we don't want that face up to come into this.
Okay.
That's more of
Do you think if you're not working efficiently, your boss would come in and blame your food blogging thing for that? Do you think
that's the only reason I'm staying with this company for 6 years.
And Vasanti, do you get treated differently after knowing that you are a food blogger and also working in your company?
I would say yes.
Okay, like how?
No one knows about it, but slowly I couldn't help it. Everyone got to know.
Okay.
So whenever they want any restaurant recommendations, they come to me. Or anything related to food, they relate it to me and talk.
Okay.
घर में बना के लेके आते हैं, खा के देखते हैं।
Do you think if you're not working properly, efficiently, your someone would come and say, oh, because she's
No. They are very
You should ask that when somebody is working.
And you, yes?
So for me, nobody really knows because I don't brand it like that. And the people who I work with, who are from my age group, they at times follow and then they get to know, okay, you're doing that as well. But it doesn't really cloud their relationship with me. Right? They don't talk about it in office. They know that, okay, this is a personal life. If they want recommendations and everything, they'll come back. But it's not going to influence a lot of things back in office. I would like to keep it that way because that life is a little bit different from this one. Let's just respect it.
Who is one underrated food blogger and one overrated food blogger?
Underrated.
According to you, underrated.
Overrated.
I would say Hungry Indians, Mandeep and Ramya, they are very underrated.
Okay.
I absolutely love their work, but I feel they are not getting that proper recognition which they deserve.
Okay. And overrated food blogger?
But I don't think anyone is over.
See? I told you. Very diplomatic.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
I want to be diplomatic.
You don't need to be
Because that person
diplomatic.
will not invite sessions.
It's not about saying
हाँ, तो बोलो ना.
that person is out of Hyderabad, so I don't want to talk about it also. I feel
Temporarily or permanently?
permanently out. I don't think he or she is going to come to Hyderabad.
Oh, your favorite blogger, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, food influencer underrated to me is Alex. And yes, for sure. And third has to be Shushti. I know she's getting a lot of reach, but I don't think you can do that much. And a guy who kind of was in that zone, but somewhere is taking a different round is Prithvi. He had an excellent uniqueness that his feed was completely out of different. I think now he's more into doing the dry fruit laddus and everything. But I feel that probably if these guys, all the three guys, would have come 2-3 years earlier, I think they would have gone past that. I think there's too much competition now that you not only have to beat yourself, but you have to compete with 100 more like that. Overrated to me is people who call themselves as food blogger but they don't blog. To me, that's the whole broad category I have to define, because if you're doing Instagramming, you're not doing blogging. And that's where I don't like the terms like micro blogging or nano blogging. Blogging is blogging. If I pick up names, I can keep going on. But there's a different opinion out there that why are you undermining people who are running on Instagram? You're an Instagrammer, you're a food influencer, you're a media influencer, that's it. But don't come into the space of food blogger saying that maybe blogger. Where do you write? If you write, you're a blogger, that's very simple. Right? So, for me, overrated is people who don't have a website and call them food blogger just for the sake of whatever that is.
So, food blogger, the term, I'll just interpret it as ones who have a blog.
Okay.
For that, Sanjay is one. Sanjay writes by Hyderabad Food Explorer. So he is one who has been doing constant good work, but yeah, be it the reach and the algo and everything, it stops and inhibits the progress that he has made so far. So he's a classically trained chef, knows more about food than any of us combined. And those are the kind of people who understand food, who objectively think about it in that way. Those are the ones who actually should get encouragement and approval, which is not happening. So that is one underrated blogger that is there. Overrated, I think Tasty Dips is one of the...
Sorry, I also turned diplomatic there.
Put this on. You can't say it when I'm sitting beside you.
Just because she has hot tea, I'll say that no, she is not. But no, in general, then I don't see anyone as like overrated or underrated. It's all about what they have to offer, and I always take things for what quality did they do offer. So, in terms of overall content creation, she actually does a very good job. The engagement level that she has on her profile, it's one of the greatest. So, those are the aspects that I would look forward to, and it's the same for any other food blogger or influencer that is there.
Where do you think after 5 years Hyderabad food blogging industry will go? It's growing, as far as I can see it's growing. So what do you think?
One thing I'm pretty sure is we should first acknowledge or digest the fact that we are not in terms of Mumbai, Delhi or anything, and will never be.
Okay.
And it's kind of dependent, I would say, more or less to say, if Hyderabad's F&B doesn't diverge out now, blogging also will get stagnated later. Like you will see a lot of people who just wants to eat outside, click a photo with food and start becoming food bloggers, right? So it all starts with, can Hyderabad's F&B go more divergent? I think we have stagnated, and it's kind of not a good fact to tell that F&B is still not realizing. Like you see biryani in lounges, you see lounges trying to have the safe plates of pizza, which is the thing, right? So that's not a good sign. You have to break that shackles up. I think Hyderabad definitely has to break the shackles up, because there are still cuisines that I can see in other cities easily sneaking in. And it takes like forever to come inside Hyderabad. Like Japanese, until Magro came, Japanese was a myth. Until Levant came, the Lebanese was also kind of there but not beyond. So I would say if F&B is not going to diverge, then the blogging community also will become like that. It will become more and more people doing it, more and more competition. And as Yash said, I think the content is no longer focused on the food.
Yeah.
It's like I'm with food. So slowly it will become I am. Right? It should not turn that way. The content should be food.
See, people, at least 3 to 4 pages daily coming out. And I'm not saying everyone is like that. A few people are doing really good, but few people are just like, with only 4 to 5 posts, they just feel the same that they promote my page. It doesn't work like that. Maybe people should improve on quality also.
You have like plans of continue blogging till 5 years?
Yeah.
As long as people invite tasty food. Correct or leda? It's very simple.
And Yash, what do you think where industry will go in 5 years?
In general, see, we have seen this trend wherever other cities go, the smaller or the less caught up cities tend towards that direction. So in Delhi and Mumbai, if we talk about the early 2000s, the trend began that we need to introduce more exotic cuisines, and as Anna already talked about, so things like Pan-Asian, Vietnamese, Bhutanese cuisine. All of these, which are lesser known, that got into the picture a little bit more. So that is something that I see that it might happen. Would it catch on or not? That we don't know. But it would definitely make an entry at least.
This question is to Yash and Karthik Kanna. What
Then
are the
definitely it is about her.
yeah. What are the two best things about Tasty Trips?
Social
That's
media.
so mean.
Now I have to think.
I
Acting
think,
You have to
I
think.
think she's probably one of the female bloggers we never take seriously in conversation. Right? It doesn't mean about the work. It's just we don't take her seriously.
Okay.
And say this is how she behaves in this. Right?
Okay.
Thank you. No, I think she's one of those persons who can take things lighter way, and she kind of chills in a session. I think I have not seen that many female bloggers who say not undermining. I'm not a anti-feminist, but I think if you have tasty in the session, automatically gel ho jata. It's very easy. You don't have to be cautious that there's a lady in the house and everything. Things just go on.
Yeah.
The second thing is that I think she won't agree, but I think she is one of those disciplined content creators. Karna hai to karna. Forget about what type of content she posts. I'm not talking about the type of content, but dalna hai to dalna hai. And that I like it because it's very easy to give up in the stage where you are not so established, but you're trying to get established, and that's a good thing. The persistence, right? The persistent part is what will differentiate you between whether you want to take it to the next level or not.
Okay.
I think she's exactly at that point where if she continues, she will have her own footage. She already has. There's a meme page,
Yeah. Fan
She
page.
has a fan page.
Yeah.
right? So I think if she continues the same way, I think she'll create her own kind of path and everything, and I hope she does, right? Yeah, that's what I like her. If I told anything, then it'll look like I'm getting paid for this.
And you, Yash, what are the two?
Just taking that point forward, so a lot of people who start or even are at the stage where they are sort of established, they stop doing due diligence to the work that they are doing. At times when they come for reviews and they do half-hearted efforts, so that is not something that she does. All the time she's dedicated enough to actually carry on the work and then put in all the reviews and everything. She'll
Not
do
wrong,
it
because he's
very
talking about me.
She's feeling happy from inside, actually.
I'm
Yeah.
unable to believe this.
I don't usually talk good about people.
Okay.
She's like such disclaimer, everything is a lie.
No, in general, I don't say things
Okay.
on their face, so that's why probably it's surprising. But yeah, so that's something that I've always felt. I've known her for 2 years, and throughout the journey, she started out with 2,000 followers or something, until here when she's about to reach 20 or so. It's been the same. It's been a constant, and that's what I really appreciate.
Okay. Tasty, what are the two bad things about Karthik Gandhi
And you will have all this. Ask me about it. I'll answer more than you.
and two bad things about Yash?
Bad things, I won't say those are bad things.
He asked you non-diplomatic answer, so don't be very
Tell
diplomatic.
them that.
A good friend will tell you negative
Yeah.
Someone
feedback,
who
right?
will, irritate me so much, like wish me, and he won't let me he won't take my pictures.
Am I
Okay.
so irritating than Shoaib or Zubair?
They are more irritating, but when
So I get diplomatic answer on that, because he knows that Shoaib and Zubair are not here.
Okay.
But yeah, when he is in the session, it is always fun.
Okay.
He's not.
So that
Yeah,
is a good
about
one.
bad things.
Bad things.
I can tell two bad things about
That is
him,
what he
like-
teases me so much.
Yeah. Okay. And one more.
He won't let me sit silently. He'll poke me.
That's
I
not
don't
my problem,
think.
that's
I
your
don't
problem.
think
People
you
don't
sit
know he
silent.
hits me so hard.
Okay.
And I'm not lying when I'm saying this. It is true.
The dramatic music here.
Yes, he hits me. That's the truth.
And she cries. And
Yeah.
everybody believes
I
that.
cry inside.
Bah.
Okay. And about Yash.
His sarcasm is really bad.
Okay.
Bad one.
Sarcasm has to be bad. That is why it is called
hurtful-
sarcasm.
He has that hurtful sarcasm.
Okay.
Well, it's so
Which-
good that it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so real that it hurts you.
Yeah, when he appreciates me, we won't understand whether he's being sarcastic or is it for real.
Okay. Yeah. It's good. So that's how
And I
sarcasm
don't
should
understand whether to say thank you or feel sorry for myself.
That's your
sometimes.
problem. How is it bad about him?
That is
No, but
what
it's-
it is
If you
affecting
can't
me.
understand, very simple. If you can't understand sarcasm, then he's good at it.
He's
That's
very good
okay,
at
but-
it. But
Ah,
it is
but
bad
he has
for
bad
us.
things.
Okay, okay.
Especially bad for me.
Okay. So that is a challenging thing for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
You should have asked this question without us.
No.
What if one day you wake up and see that all the followers you have are gone? What
That's
will
it.
you do?
Are
Done.
gone?
Yeah, gone. Like,
I would start it again. What's wrong in that? 2 years ago, no one.
so you won't feel bad at all.
Obviously, I'll feel bad.
You'll cry.
It'll hurt because I won't cry because
Okay.
see, it is like 2 years of efforts. But again, I was tired of nothing.
Okay.
झूठ है सबसे बड़ा झूठ है
Anna, I
He's
feel
saying
bad.
tomorrow you wake up and all your 20k is gone. You will say that okay, chalo zero se start.
It's not that it's okay. It's not okay.
Okay.
But
So
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't
start.
genuinely. What will you feel?
I'm gonna feel very bad.
Ah, that's
Not
what,
bad.
yeah.
I would be kind of depressed only.
Okay.
But I'll start over.
And what about you, Yash?
I don't have many to begin.
But
But yeah, I do have a tribe, so to say, in Instagram. So recently I started doing just food history
Yeah.
and talking little short stories about food.
Okay.
So even if I lose this account or something, those people are still going to be loyal to me, and even if I start a new page or something, they'll come back. So I have that faith.
and Karthikana, what about you?
I'll shut down my page. I cannot start from scratch. I think that's what taking. I'll convert more into a foodie, offline foodie. I'll continue.
Talking about PR package, recently we had a biggest controversy in Hyderabad.
You already said it is controversy, so I would like to talk about it.
Like, what do you think? How like food
See, there
blogger
are
should?
always, right?
Yeah.
Because you said it is controversial, stick to that.
Hmm.
When you take controversy, there's always two sides of it. This guy says I'm right, that guy says he's right. So it is not about it. See, I would diplomatically, not diplomatically, but even practically would say, I'm right according to me, he is right according to him. That's it. I cannot say I'm right, so he has to be wrong. No, aisa nahi hai. And see, at the end of the day, people forget that PR package. See, if it is forced, I can agree to that statement, whatever you are trying to say.
Yeah.
But if a brand knows that I have to go and reach this person, they would have already done that work to say that I think his work will relate to my brand, and they are taking that risk to do it. So who are you to judge and say that how will you give free advice? But the only thing that I see sometimes is missing is the work that you give back to the PR package, right? Like you commit something, it's a commitment, it's a give and take.
Yeah.
Lot of people think that हाँ मेरे को मिल गया खाना डालता हूँ 2-3 PR package बोल के डालता हूँ. That's not worth it. It all depends on are you giving the genuine feedback on the food or whatever, which some people do it in front of the camera, some people do it offline. As long as you think you have done justice to what package you have got, I think that's enough. You don't have to. Sometimes I cautiously don't put that feedback in the stories because again it may go
Adversely
either way.
affect. Yeah, it might
They may say that तू वैसे भी तारीफ करने वाला है PR package, तो why are you talking? So it's not like that. PR package I would say is a more exploited term according to me now. Like कोई भी पूछ सकते हैं PR package, and I feel very bad when sometimes I hear, maybe it could be wrong or not, but I feel really bad that when you go to a brand and say, send me a PR.
So this is happening to brands and home businesses. Lot of food bloggers are just spamming their inboxes with send us a PR
If
package.
somebody is
and all.
spamming, they are not a food blogger. Sorry.
That's what how it starts is, I mean, our stories, they started with blogging itself not being there. So we would probably never go to that stage where we are asking for things because it was never the intention or the purpose behind things. Now if people are coming in, and we've seen people do that, so that's entirely in a different direction altogether, and I don't think it's sustainable, nor is it healthy for the overall community.
Okay.
It doesn't solve any purpose. Even if the brand reaches out and gives things to them, it's not going to solve any purpose either for the brand nor for the person himself, because it's again about the greed. Then he'll say, well, ek mila, dobara milega, and eventually it's just going to amount to.
See, and also like PR has package should resonate with the type of content you do. I can't be like a food blogger and say, like, you can see my size and say that I can promote a biryani, but I cannot promote a Queen of Self. That look odd. But people have forgotten that जब तक वो PR package ले लेते हैं free में आ रहे हैं, and that doesn't resonate. You're kind of insulting your audience. में कुछ भी कर सकते हैं क्योंकि free में आ रहे हैं. I don't like that concept, and some people are just using that word to exploit that. Why can't you just order food from that brand and just eat?
Yeah.
As simple as that. I do that a lot. The reason I don't post a lot of them is I just want to try their food. I don't want to show that मैंने food blogger बना के भी I ordered food from it because that's my normal side of it. I ordered from this person and if it's I did Drool Kitchen like that and I did quite a few places like that because though I paid for them and I got it, I felt that community should know that there are people like this also. And I love how some of these people say no to PR package. I like that. I also see brands saying that as I cloak Moncha and I said no. That's how you used to start. It's very simple. If the brand stop doing PR packages, who are we to say that PR package galat jagah ja raha hai?
Vasanti, what are the 3-word answer, like or 3 steps or 3 key things a food blogger should initially they should stick to?
Don't be tasty tips. Because you can't be tasty tips. I said don't follow tasty tips. Like not from follower perspective, but don't copy tasty tips.
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
I would say that passion should be there.
Yeah.
It's not that you're just starting a page just for some time. If you're really having that passion to continue, also that's when you have to start. And then one more thing is get inspired but don't get copied. Okay? It's okay. I mean, there are many bloggers which you can learn many things. Let's say if Yashi is there, I can learn how to write. From Anna, I can learn how to take pictures and all. There's something to learn from everyone. You can learn it, but don't get inspired.
Don't copy them. Yeah.
Don't get influenced.
Yeah.
Don't get influenced.
See,
by something.
just like how
Get
you felt
inspired.
happy, I'm also feeling happy that you're
Okay.
talking.
Get inspired but not influenced.
You
Okay.
can get inspired, but just don't copy because someone is having some pattern. Just don't go and copy. Get inspired. That is fine.
Okay.
And third one would be maintain that consistency always. It's not that you're having a certain set of followers. Don't be like okay, I'm having them. Just keep them engaged. It's okay if you're posting once in a while, also maybe once or twice in a week. But engage them with some story. Like, give them that good content.
Okay. And what about you here?
Bloggers should follow or Instagram should follow.
Let's say Instagrammer. Okay. So because I don't find many
You
bloggers now.
satirically insulted her.
You actually did that.
No, the thing is, it's different because when we talk about just blogging or
Yeah.
writing, it has an entirely different perspective to it. So that's why. I
But
just
let's say
wanted that.
Instagrammer.
For Instagram, the most important thing is to keep that consistency going. If you post today and you don't post for another month, that's not going to be good for your growth.
Yeah.
So consistency is key. Then the proper content that you are happy with, that is something that needs to be there. And that will only happen if the third thing is there, which is a good sense of purpose,
Okay.
good sense of direction. Where do you want to take this? As long as those 3 things are there, I think you're good.
But I think considering the era we are in, I think you have to be unique. People forget that. Like, अच्छा खाना का फोटो डालता हूँ मैं भी डालता हूँ, बिरयानी का फोटो डालता हूँ वो मेरा. Like that is where I take that inspiration from Zubair that he does something that we will never imagine that you will. He breaks that rhythm, and sometimes I tell him, why are you doing this? He'll say, wait until it clicks. And you see him like, how did he predict this will click? The slow-mo thing that he started. That's it for tonight. The Red Bull thing. You know how many people copy that. But if he starts reacting to each person who's copying that, he'll not have time.
Yeah.
He keeps going forward. So I think people forget that am I just another blogger or I'm a blogger? Like you create identity for yourself. People have lost that. That is quite evident from the inception of your name itself. Like Hyderabad food ka combination डाल दो and you create. Like why create it? Like see your handle should reflect it. It's very simple. People forget that. Hyderabad food डालो तो like combination में I'll get searched up and I can look it up and I'll get invited. Or I don't like people who have this lengthy handles because I cannot remember you. Let's say like blah blah blah. Beyond 2 words, you will never be. You can if you I know you. I guess probably I would know yes is Gastrophile. But even if I don't know yes personally, Gastrophile is such a unique identity that I can connect. Tasty types, right? But unless you become a brand like Zubair, you can't remember a page like Hyderabad Food Guide. That's exactly what I told him when he started Hyderabad. Yeah, बहुत लंबा है. Is it big? Change. But all I see is now like लंबा लंबा नाम लिख दो और handle. तो क्या फर्क है? But handle should be your unique identifier. Just like how we talk about the name, it has to be unique. Your handle also has to be unique. I don't understand the funda that Hyderabad डाल दो और Hyderabad के लोग तेरे को follow. I don't like that. So I think you have to be unique. The second thing is, do it if you think you can do it. Else don't do it.
And I've already asked you this in the previous show, but Vasanti, like, how do you take the online hate you get? Yeah. Do you react to it? How
First
do you
of all,
do
you
it?
do get online. Is it? I'm not a celebrity.
One thing I think we need to keep in mind is that not everyone will like us or our work.
Yeah.
There are people with different perceptions, and that is completely fine. If someone is giving a feedback on us, maybe we have to take it that constructive feedback is there, we need to take it. But if someone is just
Hating you.
poking
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just giving that negativity, I think we need to just ignore it.
Okay.
Because if there is a positive side there also. Feedback, yes. Unnecessary hate, I think it's better to ignore it and don't invest much of time thinking about it. That's what it is.
Okay, I'll ask food rapid fire questions to all three of you at once. So
Fatafat.
Fatafat.
No, you
Okay.
start with you.
No, it's like three should answer at once. Okay. Ice cream or pastry?
Ice cream.
Nice. Dosa or idli?
Dosa.
Cafe Bahar biryani or Meridian biryani?
Meridian.
Cafe Bahar.
And what is your favorite pizza or burger?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Favorite burger place in Hyderabad?
I've heard a lot of Burgasm, but
Orgasm is there.
Hole in the world.
for me, I think the best burger I had here should be Hole in the Wall.
Near DLF there is this place, GD's Burger.
Okay. What do you think is the most overrated ice cream place in Hyderabad?
Legendary.
Creamstone is overrated.
Yeah, even I feel the same.
Franklin, note it down.
Okay.
Legendary.
Okay. If you have to select between pasta or pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. And
Great pasta.
Pasta is
Spaghetti is good, but
you guys ever eat normal Maggi?
yeah.
I hate Maggi. I can eat Maggi, but I don't love
Not a
Maggi.
Maggie fan. I eat it some midnight craving.
Okay. You?
I love top ramen more than Maggi. I
Exactly.
don't really like it.
I love that.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cold coffee or hot
You
coffee?
didn't ask her. She didn't tell you.
He's ignoring me.
That's what I told.
It's like here and here.
Salman is like, मेरा dream सामने आ. You should see this point. He's like, yeah.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea. I mean green tea. I don't drink that milk tea.
Okay. Health conscious.
No, not health conscious. I don't like milk teas.
You don't like milk or you don't like milk?
I like milk, but I don't like milk teas.
Okay. So
Milk tea is equal to chai. You know that thing.
Yeah, chai I don't like.
Salman is like, Anna, you're reading my mind.
He's just saying it in his expressions, everything. He's just not speaking.
We are speaking through.
okay. Cold coffee or hot coffee?
Cold coffee.
Do you like Coke or Thumbs Up?
Coke.
Thumbs up.
Oh, sorry, thumbs up, sorry. I thought it was
Now
Coke
I
versus
stopped
Pepsi.
drinking the soft drink and stuff.
Okay.
Now I would say neither both, but thumbs up is far better than Coke. That's what I feel.
Tandoori chicken or grilled chicken?
Tandoori chicken. Yes.
If you compare Faham chicken and tandoori chicken, then which one you will prefer?
Tandoori.
What do you have to say about the Roast Caffeine Capital? Because this is a wonderful place. They are hosting us. So what is your review about the Roast Capital?
I'll start with tasty.
And
Why do I have to
Yeah,
put
because
everything?
you're saying that he's taking the content, so you start and then.
what should I say if you ask me so suddenly?
But
He
just
asked you how was the food in
Yeah.
the place. What is so difficult to answer this? I'm not there.
This is my 4th or 5th visit here. So I feel this is the only place which serves, good coffee, gelato, desserts, or the breads. Everything is pretty good over here. And this is the only place who serves like everything.
okay.
And coming to the food part, I love everything. There are like few meats here and there, but yeah, everything is real.
Okay. And what is your favorite dish that you have? Like anything particular? Pizza, buffalo cheese pizza, right? Okay.
So definitely we had a lack of good coffee places. Only Iron Hill is the one that is in this periphery. So Roast is one of the top shining stars in that direction. And if we don't talk about coffee, we talk about the general ambience. It's fairly pleasant. good to chill with friends. And food specifically, I really like the compact menu that they have. There's no fuss about it. There are no 100 dishes on the menu. It's every section just having 5 limited options. Easy to choose. Everything is done right, and the flavors are spot on. With every one of their properties, like seriously.
And what about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Me, I kind of just told me going.
That's what you're doing since some time.
See, roast, I personally have an affinity towards the place because I know the owner, I know the chef, and if anybody knows how food and how ambience played a lot with Seafood, then automatically will relate that roast is not a fluke, right? It's not a place where they just open and wanted to figure out. They know exactly what they want to do, and they're doing it exactly the way they want to do. And places like this have to sell quality. You cannot just come and say that I'm another cafe, come and try me, right? People have to come back, and that happens only when you're clear in what you're offering. And places like this often get confused with cafe hai, shayad finger bites or coffee milk. But cafes are more than that, right? It is as equivalent to bistros that unless you're very clear, you can't do cafe. You can't just say, I'm serving biryani here and I'm a cafe. We're not under my Nine Cafe. Because I still love their biryani. But I think Roast is one of those brands which in a way I would say is a little bit underrated because people talk a lot about coffees and roastery coffee, how ironing is a lot. But I think Roast is one of those places where I think you should come and experience rather than like telling about it. I think you should come.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you everyone for coming. This was one lovely food session that I had, and also my first food session. And I'll end this episode now. If you like this episode, show some love, share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next episode. Adios, amigos. So you want to say subscribe or something?
Go ahead and subscribe what Merlin Vlogs. You
Yeah.
have too many channels.
No, YouTube only one. So yeah.
Yeah, so subscribe Merlin if you like to see more of this. Thanks.
Yeah.